So we're here with the boys from Cosdown for the Bay Crit Masters race at Portarlington today. Weather's a bit chilly, probably only 14 or 15 degrees, definitely not summer weather. Bit of mist in the air, gonna be slippery conditions. I think the boys will do all right. So we've got Tommy Leaper and Stephen Lane riding for Cosdown today. Tommy's, you may know Tommy from a few other races, namely the DrSLane. But more recently down in Tasmania, Tommy got away with a couple of others in one of the crits and did really, really well. He took out that race down there. My money's on Tommy today. We'll see what Slane can do. But it's going to be a tough one. I'm just looking at the course now, people warming up out here. Huge day for the boys. About 30 minutes all out. Let's see how they go. So probably one of the trickiest corners on course here. 300 to go, 90-degree left-handed, downhill, super fast. I think if you're in the right position here, you'll win the race.
To see that it's just on 3 minutes before they get rolling, but they will wait until they get the all clear for the marshals out on the course to make sure everything is safe. Tom Leaper, I hope you've been paying attention because I'm sure you're going to be required. You haven't been paying attention at all, have you, Tom? When you win, Tom, you have to come up here for the presentation during the junior race. You taking a note? Good. Stephen, you take the note for him.
It's in his program.
It's in his program. Excellent. Are you coaching him? Ouch. We're underway in the men's Masters events. The juniors will be on after this. The lead car comes in a sight for the first time. I'm joined in commentary today for the first time here at Portarlington on the easy side of the fence by the man who won the elite race last year. Pat Shaw, good to have you here where it's a little more comfortable than being out there.
Certainly looks like it, Matt, and it's great to be back here. Fond memories, obviously.
He spent more than half the race off the front. He's the leader of the Europe Car points classification and the Gatorade most aggressive classification. The three leaders round that bottom corner once again, and they've stretched their margin in that lap. Tom Leaper, Stephen Lane and Damien Jones it is, who's the odd one out in the Hampton Cycles colours. But he's the man that started it all. It looks like he's keen for a conversation. Yeah, let's go.
Yes, well, I think Damien Jones has done the right thing here, and they're working turns with these two, Leaper and Lane will be his best chance. He's probably not going to be able to do much against those two because of that counter-attacking ability they'll have. But if he works with them similarly to how I worked here with Luke Durbridge, he can get a good result.
Here comes the sole leader. Mazda lead vehicle. Had the roof off yesterday. A little pessimistic today. It's Tom Leaper who is charging off the front. He won here last year, the pre-race favourite.
And it's going to put pressure on those guys that are the 8th, 10th wheels further back, and it's going to make it a tough race. Also coming down the straight again, is Tom Leaper still away? He is.
Tom Leaper, last lap through, it was 2 minutes and 2 seconds, slightly slower that time at 2 minutes and 6 seconds. And the gap though, it's stable. It hasn't closed too much. Stephen Lane into the headwind.
I think you'd agree. once this little surface water gets on, just drizzle, that's where it's greasy. A really wet track is actually safer.
Tom Leaper goes through yet again. Last occasion his advantage was 19 seconds. The two chasers, Lane and Jones, they're continuing to work together. They've got second and third pretty much sewn up, provided they don't do anything stupid at this point. They don't make any mistakes on any of the corners. Their deficit to Tom Leaper has drifted out just a little bit further. This time through to 23 seconds.
And then he makes his way to wherever the camera motorbikes are.
He's either off the front or at the very back, because there's no camera motorbike in the middle of the peloton.
He certainly knows where the contract money comes from.
Two to go for Tom Leaper. Tom Leaper looks like he'll go across the finish line and then just keep going.
Might ride back to Geelong. No, he'll come back for presentations, of course, but he just... Is he ever out of form? I don't think I've seen him in poor form ever. He actually wrote a graph for him for 2 seasons ago in the NRS.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me. Stephen Lane and Damien Jones, 2 laps to go, racing for second place. Gap still at 35 seconds to Tom Leaper, who's dominated. Comes Tom Leaper. He's lapped the riders that were just in front of him at the bell and has opened up an enormous gap once again. He won here last year, started as the pre-race favourites, and he's got time to celebrate. And Stephen Lane had even put in his program to be ready for the presentation. Almost big enough to reach the scoreboard. Bell lap in the race for 6th place.
Now the interesting battle. These two, where will they come around the corner and have they broken up?
Stephen Lane in second position as they go through the bottom corner, looking to make it a 1-2 for Cosdown Racing. Jones is the first rider to open up the sprints. Lane is trying to come at him, but he won't be able to collect him. Jones collects second. The man who was first to attack, a fitting place for him to finish. Stephen Lane, for the 2nd year running, rounds out the podium in 3rd.
He'll be very happy with his performance today.
Mitch Fairhard coming through for 4th position. This has been a solid performance. Finishing brilliantly. Top ride, Mitch, well done. Stop the garment, put it on Strava. And this is Marcus Warner now. For 5th place. Well done, Marcus. Whew. Nice hobby, looked like fun.
Marcus is a fellow that frequents Ballarat around this time of year. So we've done a few rides with him in the bunch. He's a really nice guy.
A big sprints in the race for 6th position. This is a group that have been together right throughout the race and sprinting on the hoods.
Robert Coombin from Tasmania.
Tasmanian takes the results. And the man that started all the action was the first to attack. He's sprinted brilliantly in the 2nd position. It is Damien Jones. In 1st place, he's gone back to back. He just keeps on winning. It is the tireless Tom Leaper. Steve, step forward a little bit. We saw a bell lap came through here. Damien was a little bit chirpy. He was talking to you. What was the conversation? But you're consistent. You were 3rd here last year, 3rd again this year. Damien, when you got out there after just 2 laps, you had these two with you. What did you think the odds were?
Yeah, not so good. Albert just put a big bloke here, so I knew it was going to be 1-2, and it's just how long I could hang on.
We saw you talking to Stephen a little bit at Bell Lap, and I thought you might have played a bit of junior cricket as a wicket keeper. You looked like you had a bit of sledging going on.
No, I was just saying, let's work together, let Tommy have it, and we'll have sprint at the end. So
let Tommy have it. People have been saying that for years.
Exactly. He does it himself anyway. So
Tommy, you're not slowing down at all. 41 years of age or 40 years of age now, and just keep on going.
Well, I just love riding, and I just keep ticking along every day and Yeah, keep getting results, so I enjoy it.
As you're out now having won the Masters, do you enjoy watching the juniors in action?
Absolutely, I've got a couple of young boys myself coming up, and hopefully I'm joining them in, well, maybe 5 or 6 years.
How old are your kids?
7 and 9.
Thank heavens for the morale of my kids. They're a little bit younger, so they won't have to race against your kids in the junior categories if they take up cycling. What's next for you?
I'm going to Fiji, have a bit of holiday, so put feet up and kick back. Yeah.
That's a good result, David. Very good result. So you're not doing the Grand Fondo?
No, not this year.
Fantastic. Great news, everybody that's over the age of 35 that's doing the Grand Fondo of the National Championships. Tom Leeper is going to Fiji. I might actually ride the event now. Congratulations on the win. Here's your Shiraz, courtesy of Mitchelton. Put your hands together for Tom Leeper, Stephen Lane and Damien Jones. And enjoy Fiji. We'll enjoy Ballarat a whole lot more because of it.
So he's back, Tommy. I picked you for the win. I should have gone to the TAB. Good job, mate.
Thanks, mate. I don't know what the odds would have been.
Tough conditions out there?
Yeah, it was a bit windy, especially up that really steep section. That was more of a headwind, probably the hardest part of the course.
Right, no, good job. And I saw Slane out there. I wasn't sure if he was going to attack across to you or take Jones with him or what happened, but they seemed to manage the gap quite well. I think Slane tried to hit him a few times but couldn't get across, but no, you held it perfectly constant out there. Now I know why you're a contender for all the TTs. That was just good tempo, super strong, and good to see you take the win, mate.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that.
And Slane, is that a Camelback or is that your prizes?
No, that's our new team.
Question is,
follows.
oh, it's a new team kit.
Didn't even get to wear it on the podium.
So how was that? Couldn't shake Damo?
Nah, he bloody mountain bikers, he corners too good, that bloke.
Yeah, so the problem with mountain bikers, they can corner really well and they've got the really short, sharp effort in them. So to get away from it is super, super hard. But yeah, I expected Slane to go on the last lap. I think he gave it a few really good digs. All right, we'll have a quick spy on Tommy's power for that race. 381 average, maximum 1192. Didn't really have to put in a lot of the hard yards in the sprint, but normalised people at 432. Brilliant work, Tommy. There you go. That's racehorse style power. Good horsepower, mate.
Thanks, mate.
All right, checking in with Dr. Slane after his race today. But first of all, we're going to cover something first. Well, because that comes first. 1,000 Ks. Did you get it done?
Yep, easy.
Festive 1,000. What did you end up with? It'll be well over 1,000.
1,040 or 1,050. I kind of timed it. So my last day, we had a 230k ride planned. I didn't want to leave it until the last kilometre, so I had a few up my sleeve.
Always
just in
handy to
case.
have. There's a few people I've spoken to this week who've got to, I think, 475. And I think Stu had 485 or something. He was like this close.
Yeah, we went for a little ride one night just to go chill out down in the park, and I said, bring your Garmin with you, and he didn't. And he missed out on his last 5Ks, I think.
If it's not on Strava, it didn't happen. But before it goes on Strava, you've got to have at least your Garmin, or at least turn the phone on.
Yep.
Anyway, but it's a better story missing it by this much rather than just creeping over the line, which is what I did by about the same. I think I got 512 in or 510. Minimal required effort. That's quite lazy. Von got more Ks and Slane did it. Festive 1,000. So good job.
With quarter of it done on the last day.
That's insane. Quite a few people said we should be doing 1,000 in Australia anyway, given the brilliant conditions we have. But I'm not quite sure about the conditions of the last couple of days. It's been pretty horrible. But we can't complain too much. We're still in shorts. So today's race.
Yep.
My money was on Leaper. We saw his form down in Tasmania. It was pretty damn good. And that guy is just a motor on wheels. He did really well. So what was the tactic? How did it play out?
There was no real discussion of tactics, but it's got a decent solid little hill with a bit of wind, and I think even after like the first lap there was 3 or 4 of us sort of sneaking away up the road, and that was pretty much it.
I saw that. I got quite a bit of that on the camera.
Yeah.
I see you and Damien Jones just managing the gap, but still working together as well. So
yeah, once Tommy was away, I was
Yeah.
Theoretically in that situation I don't have to do too much, but once Tommy's away it probably takes 5 men to try and catch him anyway, so I gave Damo a hand.
Yeah, we saw there was, so if you see in the footage there, Slane was on the front a few of the times, but it wasn't as if he was on the front pulling Leaper back. Not many people can, I don't think anyone can pull Leaper back. So these guys are making a race of it. The race shattered quite early. It's just a tough course. The conditions were a little bit sketchy. So that was cornering, that was hill climbability, short bursts, and a bit of TTing up around the back. So it kind of suits, well, the guy DrSLane was with, Damo Jones, really suited him as a mountain biker. So technical corners, really fast, short punchy hills, and quick recovery time. So no, it was really good to watch the race and have Matt Keno commentating.
Yep.
So
McGrory
McGrory was on the mic as well, and Pat Shaw. So they gave the Masters a lot of respect, which was good to see for an event.
Yeah, we did it last year. They kind of know the results. I came third last year, third this year. I think Tommy won it last year.
Can't stop him. He's on a good stomp. And how light his bike is. Tommy rides a 58 Cannondale. Is it Cannondale?
Yeah, I think it's a Super 6 Evo, I think.
Right, and the bike weighs next to nothing. It was phenomenally light. So, but really, I mean, we're talking very, very marginal gains there on the bike weight, but it's just nice to pick up a nice bike, especially from a big guy. Usually big guys are on big, heavy rigs. But no, Tommy knows his stuff, even won it with a broken shoe.
Yeah.
He broke the shoe with the super crit the other week, I think stomping on someone's head or jumping over someone's head or something, but the shoe's broken. And but it was a bit of day of carnage as well. I've got a shot here of a broken DrSLane pedal. The front of the pedal had actually come off there. Not a really good weight saving measure, but hey, marginal gains for that rider. I don't think they could clip in though. All right, we're on our way home. We're just about to watch the live stream. The Cycling Central have been live streaming it, which has been really good.
I won't be watching, I'm driving.
I'll be playing it really loud and enjoying it. So thanks for watching. Bit of a different one today. We covered the race, had a chat to DrSLane, and now we'll go home and put our feet up on the couch. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming, DrSLane.
No worries.
We're down at Portarlington today for the Masters Crit for the Bay Crit Series.
That's called a good handful of chamois cream.